Hey, Eagle families. I was just wanting to say hello and welcome back. And we are looking so forward to having your kiddos back on campus on Tuesday, August 19th, for the 25-26 school year. It is Meet the Teacher tonight. And so we're really excited to see everybody and hope that everybody gets here to meet their teacher. I'm not going to talk for too long. I'm just going to review what is in our newsletter this at the beginning of this year. I will do Monday message every Monday. This is just a beginning of year message, and it's got a lot of stuff, but really, really important stuff that I need you to look at. Specifically, our new arrival and dismissal process. I do want you to know that we are changing the way that we have cars enter the parking lot because of safety. We want to keep our kids safe. We want to keep our officers safe who are doing traffic duty up there on the street. And so we are going to ask that everybody come into the parking lot by taking a right going north on 1101. So those of you coming from Overlook and to the north of Cowald, you will have to pass the school and come back around because we're only allowing right-hand turns into our parking lot. If you come up Cowald, only be allowed to go left and right. And so that is because we want to cross kids across the street, but that police officer was having to stop traffic in multiple directions, cross students across the street. Just a lot was happening up there. And so we are going to do this process. We think that it will also speed up the process because cars will just continuously be turning right. If the car in front of you moves, you move, right? And so don't really have to stop and let anybody turn in front of you. He doesn't have to stop and let other traffic get into the parking lot while you've sat there and waited. And you don't have to sit on 1101 coming south for 15 minutes in the turn lane. So we are hoping that this is something that will rectify that wait time for you, but also ultimately keeping our kids safe. So I'm asking you to please pay attention to that section of our newsletter. And we do have a year at a glance, which has all of our campus events for the year. We might add some, but these are ones that we typically do annually. And so that is listed there so you can plan forward for those dates. We have first day procedures. Remember, you can walk your children up to the door, but you can't come into the building on the first day of school. We also have normal drop off on the first day of school if you don't plan on walking your child up. And then kindergarten is a delayed start. So we are allowing them to come at 8 a.m. on that day. If they can't, they can come at the normal time and they'll just go to their classroom teacher's room and then join their classmates when they get here at 8 o'clock. So that will be something that we do on the first day of school, so on Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, it's normal drop-off pickup as usual. We do not allow anybody to park in the parking lot and walk their children up to the door after the first day of school, unless you have school business or you are parking in handicap parking. Outside of that, we just don't need cars parking, pulling in, pulling out, kids crossing the street. We've had parents pull into that parking lot, drop their kids off in the middle of the road, and they run across the street. We've seen kids almost get hit by cars, and so we just don't allow that. Unless, again, you have school business or you're parking in handicap. I'm asking you to be very patient with us for the first couple weeks while we do this. It will get better, it gets faster, and those of you who have been there know that. But also with our staff who are helping direct traffic, if there's a staff member that's telling you, like, move up, move up, move up, and that you feel like they're yelling at you, it's because they're not trying to be rude or disrespectful, but we want to maximize the space we have. So on drop off, if you don't mind letting your kids out, not right in front of the door, right? If we load cars, cone A, B, and 1 through 9, you can drop your kids off there. They know to get to the door. We have staff members out there to help them be safe. And then we'd like for them to try to start independently getting out of the car, being ready when you pull up. Breakfast is done, backpack is zipped, and it helps with the speed of arrival. And then we can get cars moving and you to your jobs or wherever you go after you drop your kiddos off. So birthday treat policy is in here. Remember, we individually packaged items. No cupcakes from HEB, even though they're made by the store. No donuts, even though they're made by a store. We're talking Rice Krispie treats, Oreos in a bag, in a package, Cosmic brownies, those types of things, so that our teachers can pass those out and they can be shared with the class. Cupcakes get messy, donuts are messy, sticky, icing, all the things. Also, if there's not time to eat the treats at school, kids can take those home. Also, 24-hour advance notice of those snacks so that students with allergies can participate in celebrating your child's birthday, but possibly bringing a different snack for that time if there is that celebration in class. Also, bubbles, pencils, erasers, stickers, all non-food items kids love, right? We treat them a lot with popsicles and things like that, but they love a good new pencil. Stickers are a big deal. Those types of little toys are fun as well. So think about that as you celebrate your kiddo's birthday here at school. And then also we celebrate them with birthday ducks. So everybody gets celebrated here. I put all the graphics that have been put on Facebook about all of the processes on campus. There is also a new entry process on our campus. So when you come into the building, you will scan your ID out in the vestibule, and then it will print a tag for you, and then our front office ladies will let you in to access the campus. So be prepared for that. You can also, once you scan your license, also check in from home, send you a QR code. You scan that QR code, it prints your tag, and you can come in as well after they let you into the building. So when you walk in and meet the teacher tonight, you'll see it there on the left-hand side, or when you're leaving, look at it. It's a little iPad, and it's really kind of cool. So when we have big events, we'll talk to you about what check-in and check-out looks like for that. We'll do some RSVPing so that we don't have a huge line of people waiting to get in and scan their IDs, but it is a new process across our entire district. So we're excited about that. Parent Square, if you don't have the app, download that app. We are using that K-12 in our entire district. So it's a communication tool, newsletters, emails, text messages, sign up schedules for teacher conferences, has a hub for lots and lots of stuff. So Parent Square is what we're using. Of course, Monday Message, our marquee, teacher newsletters, phone calls if we need to, those types of things are traditional ways of communicating, but Parent Square is the new platform that we are using. There is nurse information from Nurse Shelby about being sick, about medications, all the things you need to know about the nurse's office, links to important districts information like dress code and the Comal ISD website. The handbooks are not updated yet for students and parents due to some new House bill laws that have been coming out. So they're updating in that, and once they are ready to go, I will send them to you as well. PTA information, lots of great spirit wear, so check that out. Join PTA, follow them on their Facebook page. They put all of our stuff on there plus some extra stuff. It's a really great page to follow. Attendance information, getting kids to school, what happens when they can't come to school, what you need to do, and then also our attendance policies. Our goal at Freiheit is 94.5% of our students are at school for the year, and we were about 93.2 last year. We did get hit with the flu and stuff at wintertime that really kind of took some kids out for a little bit. But it is important that those kids are at school. If we do have habitual absences by people, we will make some phone calls and work on some attendance plans because it is necessary to be at school. But that's not the majority of people. So just pay attention to your attendance. Make sure you send in notes when kids are absent, and we'll get you taken care of. Anything needed for food service, putting money on accounts, snacks, free and reduced lunch forms, all of that is linked in this newsletter. Information about transportation, bus routes if you need that. Safety response protocol, that's our SRP, that's our evacuation drill, our lockdown, our hold, and our secure. We practice all of those twice a year. Our fire drills are once a month. And so a hold is if, let's say I fell down in the hallway and broke my leg. They put the building on a hold so that EMS could get me out of the hallway and kids aren't passing by. A secure is if there's some danger outside of the building. And so they just lock the outside doors, bring everybody in, and it's business as usual inside. Lockdown is if there is imminent danger inside the building, and so we practice that. Severe weather drills, and then, of course, our evacuation drill if we need to get out of the building. So that information on that. If you came to Kinder Boot Camp, presentation is there for you to look at. Any information about our Title I, we are a Title I campus, so we receive federal funding, and so that information is there. We will have a coffee and conversation on August 28th with me to go into a little bit more detail about that, so you can come visit with us, ask questions about our campus, but also learn about our Title I status on campus. On the 18th, the night before school, I am going to do a read aloud live on our Facebook page. So I'm reading the Crayons Go to School, and at 6:30 on August 18th on our Facebook Live. So Facebook, go to Facebook. I'll be there live. I'll read the book. Wish the kids a good night's sleep. We are excited to see them, but I thought it was a great way to kind of get us together. Maybe you guys can engage with the reading with us, and I hope to have a few of you guys join us on that evening at 6:30. And then, of course, just you can translate this newsletter into any language that you need. I only speak English, so that's what you're getting right now. But in the newsletter with all the wording, you can definitely translate that into any language that is more comfortable for you. If you need anything, who you can call is at the bottom of the newsletter. We are all here for you, though. So please reach out if you have any questions, concerns, celebrations, like I've said. And we are so excited to welcome your kiddos back and grow them together and be a part of this journey with you. And so it's very important to us because you share them with us. And I always say this, they're your most precious gift, and we are blessed to be able to share a part of their life with them. And so thank you for that. And I want to make that a journey that we can do together. So don't hesitate to reach out. Let's have a great year, and we'll see you tonight.